and welcome back to another episode of the Palm Beach Palmcast. It's Ben Fishman here again with Marilyn Fuentes.
That's Marilyn Andrea Fuentes.
Oh, of course. My mistake. That's right.
I'll get it Marilyn right. Andrea Fuentes. We'll get it right next time. Hey. I'm just kidding.
Well, hey guys, we are back for another episode. Thank you for listening to the first episode. We are on location today, guys. We're at the Society of the Four Arts right now. We were doing a photo shoot. We're right here in this gazebo right now, kind of hanging out. We're live. You can come see us if you hear us.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Very sunny. It's a little warm, but it's beautiful, and there's a lot of nature surrounding us, so it's very nice. Whoever hasn't been here needs to just come and check it out.
It's free, guys.
Yeah, just do a little walkthrough. Sometimes they have art expositions too. It's a nice place to go to even have lunch. So I've grabbed lunch and had it here in the garden before. So
yeah, nice. And it's definitely different art. You'll see you won't see your most traditional type of stuff here. You'll see all kinds of cool sculptures. You'll see different little structures and stuff like that. It's very, very interesting, and the garden is pretty too. I mean, there's a beautiful garden, beautiful landscaping. So if you ever have a moment in your day and you want to check out something nice that doesn't cost you anything, check out the Society of the Four Arts. That's where we're at right now. Before that, though, holy cow, we just had an awesome experience. We just checked out the new Palm House Hotel, and man, what'd you think?
Oh, incredible. As soon as you walk in the door, the staff is very warm, and it seems like it's very diverse staff too, which I love. I love the fact that a lot of the staff is Latin. They're from all over. I met with Marcos Rodriguez. We met with Marcos Rodriguez, the director of operations, and very professional gentleman. He gave me a little history about the hotel and the what they went through as far as 17 years. It was sitting there. The property was literally sitting there 17 years stagnant, and they had to literally gut the building, put in millions of dollars to renovate this. So they really want to get it to the point where they can greet the customers. They're in the beginning stages of just trying to get
yeah, Marilyn walked in there like, hey, I'm the town influencer. Let me get in here. And they were like, whoa, we just opened up. But hey, that's what Marilyn does, though. I mean, she doesn't hesitate. She gets in there. She's one of the best PR people out here, man. That's who you want in your corner.
I'm very proactive. I just naturally like to meet new people. So it's exciting for me when I walk into a new venue. The first thing I want to do is start, looking around, and I mean, they're still working on some of the rooms. It looks like they're still in the very light construction process. It looks like they're just tidying up the place, but they're still tying up some loose ends. But the place is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The pool area is really pretty. They have a sushi bar, in the inside. They're serving breakfast. And lunch and dinner. You guys have to check it out. The features, the color scheme is the same as the Colony, but the color for the green is like a mint green with a pastelish pink, a very pretty pink. So it's right up my alley. I just love those colors. Well, it's it's very Palm Beachy. The Colony is very Palm Beachy. So very preppy-ish. So anybody that loves Palm Beach and Florida style will love walking through there. It's just nice. You get a good vibe when you walk through there.
That architecture blew me away.
Yeah,
I mean I
the
felt
Castone.
Like I was,
when you walk in,
curved and arced. I mean, I felt like I went back in time to like the 20s or something.
Yeah, they really do a good job in detail. And from what I understand, Marcos took the time to explain to me Lennar, and it's not Lennar. Like we're all familiar with Lennar Homes here. That I believe is a local construction. It's L+R. You have to look it up. Google L+R. They own a plethora of hotels all throughout. It's an international company, and you guys should just Google them online and check them out. It's interesting. I love the background story for sure.
They said $100 million.
$100 million in reconstructing that property. I can't believe it was sitting there for 17 years.
Yeah,
that's a little weird, but there must have been some kind of other reason, maybe legal purposes. I'm not really sure.
It's always something.
We didn't really dive deep in that. All we know is that it's here and it's a great place to go. If you haven't been there, check it out. Like for an evening cocktail or a bite to eat. Like the ambiance is beautiful.
I was blown away by the pool.
Yeah, me too.
The pool, you walk in, and there's
as soon as you walk out, as soon as you walk out to the pool area, the first thing you see is the pool. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be using that as a little photo op which I absolutely did. You'll be seeing it on my Instagram at Marilyn_Andrea_Fuentes. So make sure that you check out my post today with Ben and I here at the Society of Four Arts, as well as the Palm House Hotel. So.
Yeah, Palm House was great. And you know what I like about that story, right, is that the Palm House Hotel, it sat there 17 years, and someone finally invested in it. And you know what other building they finally did some work on that needed it for like over 20 years was that theater in the Royal Ponciana Plaza.
Oh, yes. Are they open yet?
Not yet.
Not
They're
yet.
talking about the beginning of next season, I think. There's still some work.
That's exciting.
But for years, right? So when I very first came down here, they were just closing that building down. And they were saying, well, they can't do anything with it because it has to remain a theater.
Right.
And they don't really have like a theater crowd in Palm Beach at that time, right?
Right.
And then a TV station used. I remember that there was a TV station broadcasted out of there for a while.
Yes.
And so then it turns out now that all these people have come down here since COVID, we have a lot of people from New York, California, stuff like that. They're looking for that cultural part of town.
Vibe,
So they invested in it. They reopened it as a theater. There's gonna be shops, but it used to hold 800. Now it's only gonna hold 400.
Right.
Which is better. We don't need to pack that place. I
No.
mean, you know what I mean?
But it just gives the island a little bit more to do. I mean, the island is it's a small little, it's a small town, but and it's beautiful. It stands out. I think that we're a landmark internationally. I think we are. I mean, we were, it was a place to be before. I can only imagine now. We're just growing. We're growing. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. So.
Yeah, the whole Ponciana Plaza. I don't know if you knew this. You know that the 2J's there was the original 2J's?
Really?
Yeah, if you don't, okay, so if you're not from Florida, right, there's a deli restaurant called 2J's.
I love 2J's egg salad. It's
yeah,
the bomb.
It's amazing. They got matzo ball soup. I mean,
you have to go there. Even their desserts. It's always been it's an authentic little deli that you just have to go to.
Like that killer cake. Did you ever have the killer cake?
Oh gosh, all of theirs.
So so what
great.
I found out was that, in Palm Beach, they don't allow chains except for Publix.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's the one thing, right? So the original 2J's started in the Ponciana Plaza, and that was their original location 40 years ago. And because they started there, they were able to franchise out. And then instead of franchising in.
I
you
love
know
that
what I mean?
story.
Yeah,
because
so
I know they have one in Lake Worth too, and other areas also. I think at the outlets.
Outlets has one. They got one in Lake Worth now.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think they're great. Definitely check out 2J's.
Yeah, they should stick around. They'll be around forever.
Yeah, and then they moved it in the Ponciana Plaza, right? They moved like 2 doors down, and it moved to the end part of the building. And I don't know if you remember, it was a very short time. There was a Mexican restaurant there called Pollo Taco.
Oh no! Never heard of
man,
it.
that place it got shut down quick.
Oh, really?
It wasn't the Palm Beach crowd,
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the speakeasy situation and everything, and it wasn't working out. But now the 2J's is there. It's very nice. But yeah, that's something I found out too. And then guess what else I found out? The Palm Beach Grill, right in that same plaza right there. That's Houston's.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it
they
looks
can't
like
call
Houston.
it. They can't call it Houston's. They got to call it, because otherwise it would be a franchise.
Oh.
So that's how they get around that. They call it something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
So that's
I
the
love
secret.
Houston's. That's neat. There's that
Yeah,
insight.
that's the secret, guys. If you want to bring your franchise down here, you got to call it something else. But yeah, speaking of that, we did a photo shoot today at the Palm House, excuse me. Very nice. We're shooting everywhere, guys. It is season. We are in the middle of things right now. We're about to have a new president, and that's going to change. We're already traffic getting here today. Oh my God, how about that?
Well, the mornings are always a little trafficy, but getting in and out of the island is just now. It always is during season, but it's just a whole nother level now.
It's a little extra.
It's a little extra, because we have. Especially, we've been having Elon Musk and Trump in town and stuff like that. So the people, they're blocking off roads and stuff. It's exciting, it's fun, but the traffic does get a little heavier. There's a lot of events going on. There's little pop-ups all over town for a bunch of the boutiques. You got to check them out.
Who are you modeling for right now?
Tomorrow I have a photo shoot for Frou Frou. I've been doing, modeling for them for a while. I have some new partnerships coming up. I never like to say what they are, but there is another one that has a chain. There's one on the island and there's one in Del Rey, so there's more than one location for that one next week. So I'm definitely getting some new partnerships coming in and here for the new year, and coming in from Miami as well because I want to get into ball gowns. You know, I've always been a very elegant dresser since I was a little girl.
Yes.
I used to change like 3 times a day. This is something that started when I was a child. This is nothing that's sprung out now, but I just like clothing in general and fashion, you know, and all that stuff. So for me, it just comes, you know, second nature.
Speaking of frou-frou, you know, that's in the Palm Beach Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I lived for a decade, and that's where I used to visit as a kid. I have so much history in that building.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you know, my aunt and uncle had a big unit in there, which in the Palm Beach Hotel, a big unit's like, you know, maybe 500 square feet. And, you know, they used to bring me down. I used to stay with them. And then when I moved here, I lived here, and at the time, you know, it was not too expensive. Palm Beach was kind of going through some tough times, but now that same building, things have gone way up, don't you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. And they're only going to keep skyrocketing because everybody wants to live here. The weather is beautiful year round. You know, it's a gorgeous place. You're by the ocean. Even if you buy in West Palm or you invest anywhere in this area, you're literally 5 to 10 minutes from the ocean. Who doesn't want to live here? It's just, and it's clean. Our streets are clean. We have a very clean, beautiful town, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like big cities that they're not as clean as we are.
Well,
they're just not, you know?
Have you ever been to LA?
Yes.
I
have family in LA.
You go to the end of Rodeo Drive, and it's not Rodeo Drive anymore, and it gets pretty rough. You know, Worth Avenue, you're on an island. You can only go so far, and
West Palm is really good too. You know, I want to promote West Palm because West Palm Beach has my heart. I went to school at St. Juliana's and Cardinal Newman. You know, West Palm and Palm Beach are like have my heart. You know.
You said Elon earlier. Did you hear he's trying to buy a house at the Bristol, or buying a condo at the Bristol?
Yes.
Now the Bristol, if you guys don't know, right? Like we had some nice condos before, but about 6-7 years ago they built this thing. It looks like Iron Man's, Tony Stark's mansion or something. It's beautiful. It's this crazy building. It's all glass. So I think the top floor is looking at like 40 million, and that's West Palm. That was unheard of back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that, and you know we were talking about the Palm Beach Hotel, that frou-frou place. I want to circle back. I wanted to mention something. Do you remember there used to be a bike shop there?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you getting a call? Marilyn's getting a call, guys.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
We'll edit that out. But anyways, yeah, I was friends with that family that owned that bike shop. And they would always let me rent bikes for free and stuff like that. It's just always a nice little town. There's always mostly friendly. There's some friendly people, but generally you run into good people. And, you know, it's just like any other small town. You just go around, you get to know, you know, people in the businesses and stuff.
You get to familiarize yourself if you spend enough time here, you know.
People act like everything's so exclusive. Like, I was at the grocery store one time, listen to this, and this girl's like, do you know what it's like here? You pay like an extra $1.50 for gas, and all the groceries are like 20% more. And I was like, no, we pay like 10 more cents for gas, and the groceries are like 10 cents more per item. But it's true though. If you go to another Publix, it's actually a little less.
I know. I have noticed that.
But look at where you're shopping though. You know what I mean? Where else do you get valet, you know, parking at a Publix?
It's just an experience. Everything on the island is an experience. Literally, it's a luxurious, beautiful experience, and the staff everywhere. You can't really. I don't have anything to say about any of the places that I've gone to where I've encountered a bad experience all the way across the board. To be honest with you, I'm sure here and there's some times where you're like, okay, that could have been better, but for the most part, the Colony, you know, and the place where we just were, a lot of the hotels, the Breakers, they're trained. The staff's trained to treat you like they want you. Like your family too, though. You know, I noticed that when I walk through there, you know, they respect their clientele. They just do. They're not just gonna walk by you. They're gonna smile. They're gonna ask you how your day's going. You know, it's a great place to be. There's no other better. You know, for me, I love my hometown. I love where I live. Yeah. And you know, doing what I do, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like I'm just having fun all day. So.
Where have you been going to eat lately? You got any new spots?
No, not really. I kind of clicked during this time of the year. I actually do. We have like holiday annual traditions in my family for like birthdays, and Christmas holiday times, like I love the Breakers Has My Heart, the seafood bar. For my birthday recently, we went to Cafe Sapori. It's a tradition. I love their Christmas tree in the middle of the dining room. I'm a big fan of, because I'm Spanish and Italian. I love Italian food. So Cafe Sapori is like a great place to go to. I was just there. And what did I have? I had fettuccine Alfredo. That's what I had, yeah.
Classic.
I hadn't had Alfredo since forever. I usually get the ravioli or the gnocchi when I'm there, but this time I had the Alfredo, and it's not on the menu, but it's typical of Marilyn to ask for something that's not on the menu, but they mustered it up, and it was really good. My nephew was trying to steal some. He got the majority of my plate, and I let him. But it's a great place to go. I highly recommend you guys stopping in a Cafe Sapori.
Yeah.
That's actually in West Palm. It's not in Palm Beach, but it's just on the first bridge. And
it's right off Southern, right?
Yeah, right off Southern. A lot of the people from the island go over to Cafe Sapori, actually, I saw someone with their puppy in there, and I was like, I should have brought Giorgio. I have a little Shih Tzu, and I was like, man, I should have brought him with me. But I don't think they want to make it habit, I'm sure, of having, the whole restaurant full of puppies. But they have a great... they have an outside seating that goes all the way around. So we've had family dinners there, engagement celebrations, my family. We just love that restaurant. It's a great place. But
it's funny. So when we started doing this, we actually did our first photo shoot was at Greens. That's right. That I could talk about Greens for hours. For me personally, there's tons of great restaurants. And I love, but for some reason that nostalgia there, that old cafe,
old school diner,
Man, I go.
Who doesn't love Greens?
It's so great.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a vibe within itself. It is. It's a little vibe.
Yeah.
And they also have the Amici Market that's right there, two stores over, which is awesome. They always have little juices and stuff like that ready to serve, stuff like that.
Pizza by the slice.
Yeah.
I don't know anywhere. Okay, first of all, if you ask me, it's the best pizza by the slice. And you can't get pizza by the slice anywhere else on the island. You got to go to West Palm. So you can actually walk into Amici, have a slice for lunch, and they usually have something they heat it up right in front of you. Usually have a special going on. And when Publix was closed, remember years ago when Publix was closed, when they rebuilt it, the Amici Market was the only place to go. And Amici Market's this tiny little market, but they got everything there. I mean, they pack it in. I mean, literally, the place is wall to wall full of stuff. But that's a good spot too. If you're trying to get you're trying to avoid the crowd and you just want to grab a couple things, I always run in there. I love that place. And then next door, like we said, Greens. That is not only, guys, this is the cool thing about Greens. No one really talks about this, right? Greens, everyone thinks of it as a breakfast spot, but it's actually a pharmacy, and it's one of the oldest pharmacies on the island. It's been there since I think the 50s or 60s or something.
That's right, I forgot that it's a pharmacy.
Yeah, it's a pharmacy.
I should know that by I should mention that.
You could actually get your prescription. Everyone thinks it's a breakfast spot, but in a gift shop, but no, it's a real pharmacy.
Yeah, it's an all-inclusive stop. You can literally pick up shampoo, or if you need the copper tone oil, sunblock, or if you're looking for a magazine, or they have cards, birthday cards. They have so many interesting little things in there. Have you noticed that? They have really cool stuff in there. So it's really interesting if you walk through there. And then obviously breakfast or lunch, when you stop in there. So it's really nice. It's a nice place to go for breakfast or lunch. I don't think they're open for dinner time, right?
No. They open at 5 in the morning though. There was a couple times. Oh yeah, there was a couple times I was coming back from Clematis Street.
Yeah.
And I was it was a late night, and I just went straight to Greens. I didn't even go home.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I never knew that part.
Oh, they're open, yeah. And it's funny, the waitresses, they knew me because I lived next door at the Palm Beach Hotel, and they used to give me shit when I was hungover. And they used to make fun of me, oh, rough night, you need a little
You're
extra
probably
water.
not the only one that they get in there at that hour, you know what I mean? They're probably oh, okay. But no, it was nice when we went in there. The staff was really cute. We ordered milkshakes because I needed milkshakes for my little photo shoot. Again, because we're doing, we're just launching that apparel and accessory company 33480, and that's 33480H. So you should check it out. Check out the website, 33480.com.
Yeah,
we're going to have a lot of stuff. Again, I just want to mention it because, this is what started our partnership was that I was, just taken back. I love the concept of the, the the apparel and just the logo. You know, the whole thing was kind of
Thanks.
gravitating and it was cute. So I was like, I want to be part of this, and that's what brought Ben and I together. And we're going to be coming up with more products for sure. Dresses. I'm like the most feminine woman you could ever meet on the planet. So me just having visors and hats and like the basics is just not going to work. I need to make it complicated. You know, I'm like a typical woman where things have to be complicated in order to be amazing. So I'll definitely be coming up with dresses and different ideas just to give it the more sophisticated vibe, not just cute. You know, we have some dress right now that's really super cute. I wore it last week for a photo shoot, and you could throw it over your dress and then actually, you know, dress it up with a scarf or whatever just to go get lunch. But at the same time, I want to make, you know, just come up with something more sophisticated, a little bit fancier. You know, that's just Marilyn for you.
Yeah,
but it'll be cool. And stuff for guys too. This isn't about just women. We want guys to actually have. Also, I want to do bikinis and then swim trunks for guys. Do you? I mean, this is actually Ben's line, and I'm just like that.
Actually, I never thought about swim trunks. That was the first time I thought. I like that. I can see myself wearing a pair of those.
Yes, we there was some 33480 palm trees on those swim shorts. I'm calling them trunks like I'm an aged woman. But no, just the logo. I think you slap that logo on anything, it just spruces it up. It makes it look so cute. I've had a lot of people actually. By the way, I'm going to tell you this, Ben. Actually, tell me that they love the palm tree. My sister, on the other hand, she told me she loves it too. She thinks it's really cute. But when she glanced at the dress the other day, she's like, "At first, I thought it was a marijuana leaf. I thought it was funny. But to be honest with you, the palm tree is very distinct. It's very pretty and it's nice. I like it."
She's jealous.
No, she didn't say it in a bad way. She wasn't saying it in a bad way. She thought she loved it, but she's like at first glance. And I said, well, I'm not going to say what I said, but I love it. I love the palm tree you chose, and I love the concept. And like I said, we'll be coming up with way more products. I'm going to be working on that in the next few weeks closely with Ben, so we can put some more stuff on there for you guys to check out. It'll be nice.
Yeah, and guys, we're on Instagram, 3348OH. Again, that's 33480. Marilyn Andrea Fuentes.
Marilyn Andrea _Fuentes.
_Fuentes, excuse me.
That's okay. No, that's okay. And then your comedy.
Comedy Relapse. Yes, Comedy Relapse. I do host a show in West Palm Beach. It's an open mic, so if you ever thought about doing comedy or just want to see some local talent, every Monday we're at this place called The Peach. It's an artist collective, and they've got a guy there doing T-shirts. They've got a girl making dresses. They have a guy doing art lessons. There's a Mexican restaurant there with $5 margaritas. So you will have a great time. So check out 33480.com, guys. Check out the accessories. If you have any suggestions, you can contact us on there. You can contact us on Instagram, 33480, or again, Marilyn Andrea _Fuentes. But yeah, that's what's coming out right now. We got water bottles, we have bags, we have all different types of clothes and hats and apparel. So, you know, it's a local brand. We're local people. Like, you know, I don't, me personally, like, I want something that represents where I live. I don't want to, show something generic. I don't want a Billabong hat. I want a 33480 hat.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it was a great idea. I love it.
You can get it anywhere, now you can go online. You can go 33480.com. We go on Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. And guys, too, we're open to suggestions, and we're also open to having guests on this show, guys. We want to promote local businesses. We want to promote local people, and we want to hear stories. If you're an old Palm Beacher, newer Palm Beacher, whatever, and you got stories from here, we want to have guests on. We want to hear about the times around here. I mean, there's so much history, and there's so many great stories and good times. I mean, we could literally go on, and that's why we do this podcast, because we're going to have a lot of good things to talk about.
Yeah, we want to get to know our audience. This isn't just about us. This is about building new relationships and networking, but getting more familiarized and expanding our own personal networks, not only just business wise but personally. So I think it's a great idea for both of us, like I said, just to meet new people and make it personable. It's not just about business always. It's about enjoying life and being happy and building relationships. So,
and like we said on the first episode, no one that we know is doing a Palm Beach podcast, or a Palmcast to say the least. But this is all things Palm Beach. If you have suggestions, if you want us to talk about a subject, let us know. Because there's things you think about that we don't, that we could talk all day about. So But you know, guys, the most important thing is that when you visit Palm Beach, you relax, you have a good time, you enjoy it. You get to take in all the great things here. We got restaurants, beaches, museums, some of the most beautiful real estate in the world. Just drive down A1A sometime, and you will be amazed. So, but for that though, today I think we covered everything. We got some more pictures to do, right? We got a little more content.
We got a little more content. We're gonna get to wrap it up for this morning's session.
Where are we gonna be next? Should we tell them?
No, we'll keep the suspense going. How about
keep the
that?
suspense
Keep
going.
the suspense going. We'll
So,
let you guys know next week.
This is what we want you to do. We want you to go 33480, and we want you to guess when Marilyn's taking the photo shoots. And if you DM us, I got a little prize for you. It's nothing expensive. It's a little sticker or something, but I think you'll like it. So, guys, if you know where she is, tag us. Let us know. Comment on the pictures. And we'll see if you really know this town, if you know where we're at. So meanwhile, I think that's going to do it for today. We are again recording live from the Society of the Four Arts. It's beautiful out here. We'll probably be out here again, and that's the thing, we're mobile. We might be in a studio, we might be at a hotel, we might be at the Society of the Four Arts. You never know. You'll find us somewhere though in Palm Beach. So Marilyn, I think that does it for us today. How you feeling? Did you cover everything?
I think we did. We covered just about what we needed to cover today.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's time for you to change to that new 33480 outfit.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to get some content. Guys, thanks for listening. Remember, 33480.com, 33480 on Instagram, Facebook. We're on all those websites, 33480@gmail.com if you want to contact us directly, or contact us on the website, or DM us on Instagram, okay? So until then, Marilyn, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go get the camera so we can go get some pictures going here.
All right, guys. Well, happy holidays. It's almost Christmas, so, and, we'll be here.
See you next week.
All right.
Until then.
Bye, guys. Take care. Bye.